Yeah. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag.
100,000 feel like something when you're thumbing through it. Done it when some would say one would be dumb to do it. Running circles round rappers on their last lap. PayPal perhaps. Ass cap the cash app. Ass app is how I expect the next direct deposit. Positivity love phone posits check the closet. To say we touching paper is an understatement. Underground label running late, tell them run the payment. Executive decisions, check the balance. Time to monetize the talents, I accept the challenge. Memory a crazy tune, 111 days. Loco for my days, 97 ways.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag.
Unable to fake it, fuck how they take it. Heard about the meeting, I was able to make it. Just sick of watching Sherm heads squabble each other while the judge steady handing out lottery numbers. It go down year round, ain't gotta be summer. Life's a bitch and niggas never get apologies from her. Dumber, big and little homies frequently locking. Don't see no other options, that's the reason they flocking. SPI ain't the nigga, how you figure fat? Gift the gab, every gig get a bigger bag. Either name your price or it's appropriation. Finesse game, nigga nice with negotiations.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it.
Nightwood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
Google gang. Straight legend. Google gang. SPI. Google gang. Google gang ain't here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google.
Black Box Productions.
Keep that shit Google when you mention
Got the homegirl Meeka in the building. Courtney Slaughter. Just make it. She at the dentist, y'all. You know we going live after this, Google gang. I see you, Blue Rich Mob. Y'all share the live. Hit the like button. Go what? Water Black. That EC like. LA to NY.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty, no mistaking the station. They making them statements, we waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway, BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box, we never put feelings over facts. Bay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of
shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, gang.
You can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want competition. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting for shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down 60, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google, the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the game. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards. We all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies. Facts over feelings. We ain't gonna start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better get that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
It's the deal. Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. It sure is a blessing to be back in the black box as we blow a session like we usually do. Got a familiar face in the place for those that been around. What's up, Meeka? How you doing?
I'm all right.
Appreciate you being back in the black box. It's been a minute. Shout out Alex Alonzo in the chat, Street TV. Y'all go follow that. The home of the Facts Over Feelings podcast. If you're not aware, I do have a podcast that is an audio effort primarily. You can find the title on all your audio podcast platforms. It's entitled FACTZOVAFEELINZ. Facts Over Feelings. We're on our 26th episode, I believe. Meeka been standing us up for ever since our 6th episode. She's so busy, has relocated. My homie Water Black from Brooklyn in the chat, 23EC from New York. I ain't seen him in a minute. It's crazy. I know you relocated. We're going to get into that. And my homie from out that way, I'm going to have to link y'all. He in the chat. But I know I ain't been here in a minute, waking and baking. I know y'all see the thumbnail. You see me surrounded by two beautiful ladies. However, the homegirl Courtney Slaughter had a dental appointment. And I'm going to let y'all know how I got here with this false advertisement. Advertising double the pleasure and only having one the treasure. What happened was I haven't been live in some time. The last time I went live, my homegirl went live with me. And since then, she has motivated me to go live again on multiple occasions, and I just wasn't feeling it. In the meantime, after not really being in tap with the homegirl Meeka for quite some time, us chopping it up, she suggested we go live right at the time where I was in the mood to get back going live, and I accepted her invite. But just me keeping it a Google, knowing how things is, I felt like that I should invite the homegirl to participate because she was kind of waiting on me to go live for us to get back to where we was at last. So I invited her. So she was with it and all that. And when I set up the stream and sent her the link, she popped up, setting herself up in a car in the parking lot outside the dentist. And she was like, I'm like, damn, you can't get situated inside? She was like, no, I didn't know. I'm trying to meet, you put me on the spot. So I explained to her, I was just trying to keep it Google with you because I didn't want to pop up with another female on the live. You think she was like, oh, I appreciate it. But no, so she out of here for now. She'll be back. And anybody here thinking that the obvious bullshit me and Meeka might be on is what we're here to do. That's not what we're here to do. You know what I'm saying? We all know that we was connected on some bullshit, and we know we both have a presence that, can create content outside of that. And we have created somewhat of chemistry, and we had promised ourselves we was going to revisit that long ago, and we just finally getting the back around to that. So welcome to the Black Box.
Period.
Oh, my mama, you know I'm gonna use this opportunity to be somewhat messy in general with public information because I got a female who gets to pass and talk about any and everything. But before we do, our episode has a sponsor. I want to give the Black Box a round of applause because I can remember watching content creators and they getting packages that look quality from other businesses and they opening it up. And it's not like I had this longing to do it, but you just naturally envision yourself doing it one day. And we've had opportunities to do similar things, but today we got a sponsor. Vaderline is how you pronounce that. Vaderline. They're about the Bay, California. They're a new brand. Shout out to Nina Boy. He the one plugged me. They sent me a real proper box. So I wanted to show y'all some of their products. That's that big V for their official logo.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
And it got some. It feels real quality. I have a clothing line of my own, so I know the difference between samples, cheap samples, and a quality rendering. So those are the caps, y'all. They nice, thick. They also send me a pair of slides.
Oh, I like them. What size is them? You can fit them?
I ain't tried them, but I told them I need 12. So let me see what they sent me. They gave me a 12.
Oh yeah, that look little.
They do look little. On my mama. I hope they ain't the kind where your toes slide to the tip because they have to be house shoes. But they feel quality. They thick, comfortable from what you can feel with your hands. Also in this box, they not playing. Shout out to Vaderline. With its own little carrying bag comes a wallet.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. So far, so great. They have a very quality box they put together. And that wallet came in, you hear that? It came in that type of my daughter was doing my hair when I first busted open. And I'm just gonna keep it organic, what she said. And she's like, oh, fake Louis. But it's not the shit on them. She noticed the time and quality they put into their product. She's only 20 years old, but she just joked it. So another hard quality box. All this shit costs, y'all.
Dang.
This is a designer brand. This ain't no. They doing their thing. Shout out Vaderline from the Bay, California. They got their own logo, quality size belt.
That's a compliment that she even compared them to Gucci in that instead.
Exactly. She thought she was clowning, and then there's absolutely nothing in this bag, but this is a gift bag. For those who are not familiar with the red carpet, brands similar to this usually find themselves alongside red carpets, and they'll put samples of their brand in bags like this as gift bags, so people who are prestigious can leave the event, feel like they got a quality gift, and later on open it up and see whatever it might be. It'll be a small token that represents the value of their brand. Shout out to Vaderline. I've been extremely impressed as we bust down this big ass box. We almost done. This is also a t-shirt that came in the box. Here's another bag. Oh, that's what the slides came in. Real quality mesh type bag. Y'all familiar? Here's another logo t-shirt. I guess that goes with the white cap. We got the black cap. Just a couple of varieties of their t-shirts. These are the quality t-shirts. Men, if you ain't been on your push-ups and shit, when you put them on, it's the kind that remind you got to get and stay on your push-ups. They feel real quality. So shout out to Vaderline. You will see me in more of that. We about black owned. We about independent. And that it is what it is. Madam Meeka, where you been? I didn't mean even use that term, but where you been, homegirl?
Shoot. I packed up and I moved to New York, period.
Is that right? You know, through the years when we was coming up, it seemed like chasing your dreams was the opposite of the way around. I thought people packed up and came to Hollywood. What caused you to think that New York is the way to go at this time in your life?
Honestly, when I started my podcast, like the core of the foundation of my fan base or my supporters came from New York first. So all of my connections in the industry and stuff like that are mainly out of New York, and they fuck with me. So
I noticed when you first started making your presence and I was tapping in, you always spoke on you appreciated the New York culture even more than our own culture. Where does that come from?
I ain't gonna lie. how old was I when Belly came out? I think I was like 10.
Oh, that'll do it.
And everybody, most LA females fell in love with Sincere. We love Buns, which is DMX character, but he was so like rough. It was Nas' character, Sincere. Everybody wanted to name their son Sincere.
So what year did Belly come out?
I don't know. Everybody trying to figure out my age.
No, that's not what I'm doing. I can swear to God, when I remember like in 92, 93, I had a female that went to Westchester. She graduated a year before me. I was still in high school, but that's the school she had went to. But I remember she told me that when Boys in the Hood came out, she got her a boyfriend with a curl because of Doughboy. She was like on the set. She was like, I remember, I wanted a boyfriend with a curl. So like, I'm just trying to do the age.
And then it's also New Jack City. Okay, so my all-time favorite movies is Boys in the Hood and New Jack City. New Jack City is just so New York. Like you see the chains and the swag and the, you know what I'm saying? Step off, grandpa, and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's just
so the authentic.
Yeah.
So you'll go from Boys in the Hood and skip to New Jack City and leave out Men's Society?
I don't like Men's Society at all.
For real?
I mean, it's cool, but I don't like it. I didn't resonate with that. That's an East Side story. That's motherfucker. That's their life. When I watch Boys in the Hood, bro, like Ice Cube, that was my life. I grew up in the hood. That's my life.
You know what? Not many people analyze content to that extreme because I had never I looked at it as one of our stories. Yeah, I never broke it down, but you are totally right. It's an East Side story, and because I relate to niggas saying I ain't from Africa, I'm from Crenshaw Mafia. I still fuck with that, even though that's West Side. I still fuck with that like that's us. So for you to separate it like that, man,
that's definitely East Side story.
That's deep because anytime I collab with any of my homies on the internet, I brand it as a East Side. It used to be Situation, but now it's Conversation. And the East Side, the side is spelled with a C. So when the homegirl's gonna be on here, if you look in the description, it says East Side Conversation. And now here you come on here with that. Let me tell you something on that subject matter. I used to ride with Ice Cube throughout that whole East Coast, West Coast shit until on the Bow Down song, he had me feeling like perplexed because he was like, yeah, so if you live on the east side of your town, make them other fools bow down. I'm like, cuz, hold up. I thought we were talking about coast to coast. Now, you done broke it down to everybody on the east side of every town. I remember just being a fan, listening like, damn, I can't ride with this movement no more. I'm the most easty west rider. You feel me, though?
Right.
So, New York, so the whole culture, has it lived up to your expectations? Your move, was that your first time being there, or had you visited?
So I visited first. I visited in like March, and then I moved like a couple months after that. And then when I got here, it was such a culture shock, bro. Like, we ocean views, you know what I'm saying? Driveways. It's parking all over all our blocks, you know what I'm saying? You get bored, just drive to Granny house, all the cousins there type Sean. It's not like that here. It's like, it's everything that I expected it to be, everything that I appreciate about New York, the buildings, the concrete, just the loud noise. However, it's overwhelming, and it was definitely a culture shock, bro. I couldn't even go. Every time I went outside, I had anxiety because shit was just moving so fast, and it was so loud. And I'm shell shocked and some more coming from LA. It's just so much. They honking their horns and stuff in LA. That's a crime. Police will give you a ticket doing that. They honking their horn like it's this much room to drive down the street because it's everybody double parked and it's legal. It's just so much.
Are you getting used to walking this close to somebody, getting eye contact, nodding your head, and they don't speak?
You know what? I'm just getting used to that. When I first got here, like this dude I was talking to, he's telling me all the time, he like, you too nice. He like, you're gonna be a victim. You vulnerable as hell. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Everybody in New York think that anybody that's not from New York is slow and they dumb. You know what I'm saying? And it's low key to a certain extent. It's true if we just comparing your mindset to New York. Yeah. So
that's like that's a pickpocket place where oops, better watch your back.
Yes, everybody is like, they plotting. And so people walk by and I'm like, hey, excuse me, my bad. I like your shoes. And they like, what you talk to? Like, so he told me like, bro, nobody's like that out here. I'm like, bro, I'm from Cali. Where we say, excuse me, we say, hey, I like your hair. That's what we do.
That's a rap out there.
That's just what we do.
But you know what you have? You have the perception of the image that could easily adapt to that though.
Yeah.
Like it seemed like once you figure it out, you could easily be the one. Like, nigga, yeah, well, I don't even know how to like these New York niggas decipher and filter through the women to figure out who is the ones feminine enough to give time to. Because the most cutest New York female, I think they the one that started like, yo, suck my. I think they make that something to say for females. You feel me?
Suck my nigga.
Yeah, you feel me? And mean it. Like, oh my mama. They the ones who now in the South, they done ran with this sexy hardcore splice with the female. They killing it, but I think it started with the New York female. I think Lil Kim was kind of our first and even what's her name? Foxy. Sexy, raw, rough at the same time. Oh my mama.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, I don't know. When I walk down the street now, I take my baby to school and stuff. Everything is walking distance. Deli, it's like 3 delis on the same block, each block.
You fuck with the deli. It's hard for me to get used to buying outside of Subway sandwiches in the same place you buy like the regular liquor store shit. Like they be selling like cold cuts in a place I don't expect to see cold cuts.
See, when we from LA, so when we think deli, we think cold cuts, right? In New York, that's different. And mind y'all, I do I'm vlogging my whole experience, and I'm gonna be posting it on my YouTube to show my West Coast people, you know, all the perceptions that we think if you've never been here. Like a lot of people
good content.
A lot of people from where we from, they think they hear chopped cheese, and everybody like, oh, you're chopped cheese. So when you go to New York for the first time, we like, I want to get a chopped cheese. Guess what a chopped cheese is? It's nothing but a cheeseburger chopped up.
Wow.
Like what?
But it sounds like something.
Yeah. And then like the delis, they sell like halal food, which is like blessed food, like Muslim food. They sell I like turkey, egg, and cheese on a little croissant. They do those in the morning, or chopped cheese. They very seldom sell sandwiches.
So tell me this, what I got, my experience in New York, surprisingly, the majority of the living spaces are a lot smaller than to be desired. Are you in a small space more than you would? Yes.
Right now?
Your conditions, yes. Day to day.
Oh, what do you mean, like outside or an apartment?
No, the apartment.
Okay. Yes. All the apartments are very, very small. However,
they're very small.
The bigger ones, you'll find those are like in Manhattan and stuff like that, and you're gonna pay like $6,000 a month type of thing. However,
one 2-bedroom, huh?
Yes, and studio, four band studio. You know what I'm saying? But I did find because I'm about to move because my job is in a different, like on the outskirts of the boroughs, and it's like I'm gonna say it's slower, but it's just safer. And over there, you'll find, or even in the Bronx, I've seen like some 2 bedrooms, 2 bath for like $2,300, and they're a little bit spacious, you know. So that's why
are they high rises?
No, not all of them. No.
Okay.
So I was trying to get in a brownstone so bad. I wanted to get in a brownstone so bad. But
like the Cosby Show. Hey, Water Black. If you want to join the live, let me know. I'll get you a link. That's my low. He from out there. He might help the conversation be a little more interesting since it's going down this path.
Yeah.
He's been
that's the only borough I ain't been to is Brooklyn. That's my favorite.
Brooklyn. I got some folks that'll give you the blue carpet treatment and give you a good tour. They real cool. They the homies. On my mama. Some of them I done met in 2017 since they moved out here because they kind of hood out there. So they came out here and relocated and functioning and live with the homies like they grew up with them. You couldn't even tell they was from out there. Like it's the homie say drop it.
Why? Okay, this is what you're not gonna you'll never expect. Okay, so you know we legal out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because it's legal, you can literally walk down the street and smoke like you're smoking a cigarette.
Down there?
Yes. Bro, the police is outside hanging out like they gangbangers. Like literally, like watch on my YouTube, watch it, bro. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna show people like what I'm talking about. They cut off, it's like a block party at the police station. Nobody's inside, they're all outside in the street. They smoking weed, nigga. Even the police.
The police?
Yes. The police.
Lying. You got this on camera?
No, I'm gonna do that for the viewers.
I have seen videos where the police approach people on feet like they banging on them, jump out, like what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. And it seems like the people are comfortable getting right back at the police with the same energy.
I'll be scared. I ain't gonna hold you because these police out here, bro. I was riding the subway for the first time. I got that one on YouTube already. So me and my baby on the subway, right? I didn't know how to get in the subway. I didn't know how the little cars work. I didn't know that you could use Cash App and just, pay to get in. So I'm using a little card and so my car was sliding and my car wasn't working. So I'm looking at this white guy. He's a police officer. He just staring me in my face like, and I'm looking at him like, how do you, because I'm from LA, I'm like, hey, can you help me? How do you do this? And he's like, just staring at me, not saying that. While I'm talking, he just looking. I said, I start going off. Yeah, not going off, but I was talking out loud like, and I'm just like this. And he's just standing there like, I don't care. Like police don't help. They don't care. They probably watch you get robbed.
He probably was expecting you just to hop over right in his face and not care.
No, if I would have hopped over, they give you tickets.
Oh, then he would have tripped on you.
Yeah. See, he wasn't trying to help me, and if I would have hopped over, he would have arrested or gave me a ticket. But when I first got there, I wasn't paying for Subway.
Hey, Water Black, I dropped that link for you. That link is for the homie only. Please don't know weirdos pop up on it. Hey, Blue Smurf, I tried to text you this morning. It didn't go through, so I need you to tap into me. I got a conversation for you. And guess what? It come up out of New York, too. That's crazy. Water Black, it's the homegirl Meeka. It's the deal,
Hey, Mac.
Death Doe Gang. Bay Mac, what it do?
Same old shit, Tippatoy. Hey, sister, how you doing?
All right.
Hey, Meeka, I'm going to just let you know what type of character you just being introduced to. I landed in 2017 in New York by way of a janky promoter and just going live looking for weed. I fell in the hands of my nigga and his childhood friends who happened to be an extension of the set that I was totally unaware.
Oh, wow.
And they treated me like I can't even describe the way they took care of me and the bond we've maintained since 2017. So every time he pop up in the chat, I get kind of excited, show him all the love I can. And since he's over there, you ain't been to Brooklyn, I'm going to make sure y'all connected so when you choose to come, if you want to vlog or whatever. Look, I'm hanging out with these niggas. Not only do we hang out on 23rd Street, wherever we was at, to the middle of the night, they put me on the phone with Mike Tyson's sister. She right up in the building right here. Give me her number. We become friends immediately. Then when you get hungry, they walk you down the street in the middle of the night and had a auntie, they mama, open up the restaurant, frying fish with the head on it, with the eyeballs. In the back, it's like how we throw a backyard boogie or a motherfucking like the chateau or something. Yeah. They got that shit ready with the lights hanging. 20.
Yeah, baby, you already know.
Yeah, treat the homegirl right.
That's that West Indian love. That was in Flat she was at. Shout out to the coasters over there. Shout out to Newkirk. Shout out to the Zesties and everybody doing their thing. But Brooklyn is different, mommy. So Meeka love is all good for you. You step out here, it's blue carpet treatment all the way. And we ended up in the studio that night. You know what I mean?
That's why she love that accent, homie. But look, on my mama, hey, look, on the set. That's what I want to tell y'all, cuz I bumped into a sect of homies that was established, solid, but they had a program that I couldn't help but admire. When we get to the studio, cuz first of all, when you get to New York, y'all that don't know, you look at a place that looks like from the outside, you would never want to step foot in this motherfucker. And you with the niggas, they eager to get in there like this the place to go. And then once you get in, it looks so different on the inside. The entry, look like you have to hunch your back to get in. Once you get in, it's a big space in there. But long story short, my New York homies had it set up where you go in the booth, do your verse. By the time you get out the booth, they got the white screen, green screen, the lights. They taking the picture. By the time you take the picture, the nigga that mixed the record, they done made a cover for the shit. And before you leave the studio, they got the shit uploaded for sale. Cause I ain't never seen no shit like that.
Listen, I did. Last night we had a session, Meeka Love and Spider Loc in the chat. Salute to the chat. Salute to all my West Coast love out there. We love y'all out this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody never get it twisted, you heard? Whenever I land in LA, it's always love, you heard? But
shout out Panda Loc.
We did shout out Panda Loc.
Shout out my nigga Cash too. Cause I gotta shout out
to all
Cash,
my callers.
HK.
118-126.
Yep.
But we did a 10-hour session last night. I did 6 records. I got 4 dropping a day.
That's the type of productivity they do, bro. Oh God, let
Anytime,
you know.
Though, you come out here, we're gonna exchange numbers, get everything from Spider. You can hit me up on Instagram.
No, I think we communicate on the back of this, the three of us, so y'all can get it together on the private chat.
The private chat. Got it.
Yeah.
But don't go to the Bronx. Don't go to the Bronx. Don't go to the Bronx.
Bro, I'm in the Bronx right now.
Hey, y'all, let me sit back and give her a New York conversation. Give him your California talk.
So with the Bronx, no matter where you at in the Bronx, at one point in time, the Bronx was just burnt down. Like everything was on fire for like years. You know what I mean? And it was predominantly like Spanish people out there and a few Africans that like, you know, ran the streets. You know what I'm saying? But when gangs hit New York, that shit crazy up in the Bronx, man. You got battles, you got niggas dying every day.
Tell me this, since you got there, I don't mean to get in there, my bad, fuck that, but check this out. Because you about my age for my generation. Talk about the difference between New York pre and post gang bang. Not gangs, not warriors come out to play, but I'm talking about when it was we went from a culture class, from the roughnecks versus the gangbangers.
Right.
Obviously, we won.
Yeah, I did.
So tell me, describe the two New Yorks.
Well, one, beautiful women like Meeka Love were different. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't on no, you know, running the streets trying to cut niggas in their face, telling everybody, you know, suck their dick and shit like that. They was a little different. They was always rough, but they was just a little different. It was drug dealers. It was hustlers before red and blue hit New York, yellow, purple. The only flags that was in New York was Decepticons, and they wore purple flags, and they didn't really flag like Crips and Bloods did. You know, it was just something that they did.
So the drug trade is what sparked the clique rivalries and the gang type activity.
Right, yeah, the drug trade, that sparked the rivalries with blocks and neighborhoods, but prison, jail, Rikers Island, that started things with the gangs because Bloods evolved, you know, they derived from jail in New York. They didn't necessarily, you know, hit the streets in New York. They hit jail first.
That's the story I'm familiar with.
And then it spread into the streets, but it was less senseless death. I mean, I think all death is senseless. I think all murder is senseless. But when you come from a culture and you come from a certain lifestyle, it comes with the territory. You know what I mean? So now everyone's dying. Everybody getting sturdy. Everybody's a fucking demon.
I knew it was coming. Like, because especially to the people who attempt to follow the blueprint or stay close to the essence.
Right.
I knew, like, niggas don't know about the funerals, man. And yesterday it was cool and today it ain't. It gets deep. The fashion
I got to LA with the alcoholics. Shout out to Taz. And I remember being at Taz's crib. I was a young Crip at that time. I might have been 18. And I went outside. So I go outside and shit. You know, I'm going to buy my belt on the store. He's like, nah, you can't move like that out here. You know, it's different. In New York, you walk any fucking where. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got that thing, you walk anywhere you want. You go in any neighborhood you want. As long as you valid and you know.
Is it like that? Is it like that with the Crip and the Blood in New York too? From my experience,
only certain places. There's places where I have no business going. So there's
it's on site just because you're a Crip.
It's on site just because I'm a Crip. There's some places it's on site just because you black.
I go where I want to go. I just take my jewelry off.
That's wise anywhere.
Yeah, the jewelry too, because you know New York is a jewelry city. You know we love to be flashy out there. So you see me, I got on a $800 sweater right now. You know what I'm saying? We love to be flashy.
Wait a minute. Wait. Forget the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know why in New York you guys do that shit?
Yeah.
Because there's no other way to stand out. If you gotta try to stand out, it's a million motherfuckers packed into a spot where only 1,000 supposed to fit.
Yeah, where I live at. Well, not where I live at, because I don't live over there no more. But where I was born in Marcy Projects, home with Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak, and all that. Yeah, I was born from Marcy, you heard? In Marcy, my mother, everybody, you heard? So it's 50,000 people there. You understand? So when you don't have nothing, you know, you want something. And the rappers,
you want to show it.
And the rappers, the pimps, the hustlers, that's all young niggas got to look at. That's all the young girls got to look at. So you want, you know, nowadays it's a Mary Jeans, it's this, it's that, it's Balenciaga. Shit that the crackers ain't never want us to have in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? But the cost of living here is high. The cost of standing out here is high. Ain't no female talking to you. You know.
What happened to our mentality where we allow Balenciaga and all that to replace our interest in the Carl Kanai, Sean John, Rocco Ware? Why? What happened to that? Why didn't we continue building the Vader lines. You feel me? Like, how did we get? What the fuck happened, bro?
A rapper put on some other shit. Listen, remember when you saw?
Is it just G Homie from Marcy Projects? Did he misguide a whole generation of our culture?
Jay, I watched Jay growing up. Jay has always been Jay-Z. He's never been nothing different than what you see now. If he fuck with you, he fuck with you. If he don't, he don't. Give a fuck about a, you know, I'm pretty sure he's done his humanitarian somewhere.
I'm saying us as a community of consumers. There was a time when we viewed Rockaware, Sean John, Carl Kanai, Fubu equal to Guess, Gucci, and shit.
Right.
Where did we lose our perception of maintaining that position as a people? We used to love to throw that shit on, and that was our shit. Now you can't even, if it's not Kanye shit, you can't barely pay a nigga to throw on a nigga shit.
Because you gotta remember, everybody want to be dick riders, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one thing I do hate about my people in general. I don't care what coast you from. We are original people, but for some reason we followers. Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like that happened. New York, y'all gotta take that on y'all chin, because it was y'all fault. And we're gonna talk about Paid in Full, New Jack City. It was them, and those was real people, real characters, and Paid in Full and stuff. Those when Alpo and them back in the day, they been wearing all that shit like way in the 80s. The whole world, we can't lie, get their fashion from New York. That's a fact. It's a fashion capital. And they the one that changed that, because the balling niggas, the drug dealing niggas was wearing that, so everybody else wanted to do that. Because when they was doing it, they had the bag. So if I do it, that means I look like I got the bag.
You know what it is, though?
Because when we compare East to West Coast movies, I meant to say Paid in Full is my East Coast choice, and you just brought it up. Mm-hmm. And to add on to that, Jim Jones and them did usher in the new generation of fuck that street look. We going with a tweak look that ain't. And
it still wasn't far-fetched yet. Even with the Dipset. Shout out to the non-trades upstate uptown and all that.
Shout out to Omar too, Iceman. I just spoke to
even though Meeka Love, Rich Porter, rest in peace. Alpo, rest in peace. I'm Paid in Full. The real motherfuckers, mob style, they did have that. But we wasn't getting that.
Right.
You understand?
That's what the West Coast.
But let me tell you something. Y'all still was on some fly shit. Especially like Harlem niggas. And then I got a best friend to this day that I met in 1991. His name is Tone Capone. And I remember way back then, nothing feminine about him at all. I promise you. But he was a ladies' man. Don't smoke, don't drink, brush his teeth 3-4 times a day.
Right.
But the nigga wore clogs at like the age 19, 20.
Clogs?
He like 6'2". He's from New York originally. He's dark skinned, skinny as fuck, big bright white teeth, hella charismatic, hella on the females.
Right.
But the nigga wore clogs way back then as a young nigga, and chokers, not gold, but like black with like a pearl
Brooklyn.
type.
Brooklyn didn't do that. In Brooklyn, what Meeka Love talking about, what you talking about was a Manhattan thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Brooklyn was dressing like, mob style,
hoodies,
mob deep rather, you know what I mean? Army fatigues, hoodies,
roughnecks.
Timberland boots. Yeah, we was rough niggas in Brooklyn. We wasn't pretty boys. I didn't learn how to dress in a sense of fashion until I started fucking with Harlem niggas, because that's who was getting the money. I was
the chat is highlighting that Meeka look good with no makeup. Real good.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Meeka, what did you cut at? What did you cut with? Because you ain't just nigga. I know your inside. You got some type of seasoning on you. What is it?
My daddy, his father is Argentinian, and we have native in our family too.
You do wear that shit well. I try to keep it professional at all times, but since they highlighting it, I just want to agree you wear it well, baby.
Thank you. Make sure y'all tag boss on this.
I like it.
Yeah.
Everybody likes it, Meeka Love.
And what should she look out for? What a black?
Say that again.
What should she be looking out for out there, as far as
look out for the
opportunities? Let her know about the opportunities and the obstacles. Go ahead.
Well, let's start with opportunities. You can meet anyone here. That don't mean you can do business with anyone, but you got the opportunity to meet anyone here. You know what I'm saying? Get with me. I'm always outside. You are always outside. It's always late. You know what I mean? There's always somewhere to go and a business opportunity to be able to conjunct with. You understand what I'm saying? stay away from fucking dykes, man. These dykes and these fucking and these transgenders that's out here in New York, stay away from them because they will lead you into a certain society where there's money that can be made, but it might compromise your personal morals. You understand what I'm saying? No slight to them. I got gay children, and I tell them the same fucking thing. Stay the fuck away from them fucking parties.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing
Manhattan,
you know,
downtown Manhattan, after 3 a.m. Don't be. I done seen the weirdest shit fall out the normal spots. Regular niggas you thought was regular niggas is just like boo-boo honeyed up right there. Just I'm like, what is going on? Go ahead.
And just don't commit no felonies out here. Stand your ground and don't be too nice to motherfuckers because we ain't nice out here, man.
See, Spider,
remember, this is a city where they used to throw bottles at girls. They used to throw bottles at girls out here because the girl didn't want to speak to them. Not that I've condoned it, but I threw a bottle or two in my fucking
with women being generally like that out there, how do you find the flowers? You have to go through the shells. Every flower has a shell around it.
Well,
there's no just flowers running around.
Well, being from the projects, it's flowers everywhere. See, when you got 50,000, like where Prodigy Rest in Peace is from, it's 130,000 people there, all going to the same school. So 9 out of 10 times, your girlfriend, your baby mother, you know her since kindergarten.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we don't really get a chance to pick through no fucking flowers out here. You know what I'm saying? Your woman been your woman for 20-something fucking years. I don't care what else you hit, but you got to go to Manhattan to meet a girl. You got to go to the club. You know, your money got to be up. You got to be showing 10, 15 grand, buying bottles.
And let me tell you.
Stay away from fake clothes. Stay away from fake
clothes.
Clothes.
That's everywhere. I see that.
There's so much fake clothes out there. How do y'all know? I never knew.
It's because, bro, I ain't gonna say because. I don't know because the shit looks so good in New York. But what I know is that they selling on the corner is fake.
That's what you gotta know.
Ain't no Gucci don't sell their bags on the corner.
Right. And that shit look real as hell.
Yeah.
So Water Black, are you telling me the average New Yorker could spot the bullshit, even the top of the line shit off top?
Our average New Yorker that has some money in their pocket, yeah. You know, when I was little, I ain't had no money. So I stole everything. It wasn't until you start selling, you go outside and you experience and y'all say hop off the porch, we jump off the stoop out here.
I done had diamonds for years, 20 years. I can show you my 23-year-old daughter. I think I had my first diamond chain. She was like 1 year old. I got pictures, so I've been used to it. I had diamonds. However, my brother can tell you I have more diamonds than him, but he can tell you from across the room if they worth paying attention to, and it's something I can't quite got.
And I stay away from the
2 seconds. He do this shit for 2 seconds and push your hand away. He know all.
Don't buy no watch, no chain, and no earrings, nothing like that. Sister.
What the fuck do y'all see? What is that? How do y'all know? What did y'all be looking at? I don't get it. I don't know how people can tell.
Cuts, you know what I'm saying? You're looking at the cuts like you've had money, babe, Mac. You've been around, you know what I'm saying? You've had money, you've toured the world, you've seen all kinds of jewelry, right?
And I would still get knocked over the head. That's one thing 50 told me.
Right. But when you
if you don't know your jewels, you better know your jeweler. Right. That was one rule he taught me. Know your jeweler.
Know your jeweler. And now you got to walk around with diamond testers. I ain't feel like going to get mines, but you walk around with diamond testers now. It's to the point where you meet a girl and you'll go to her crib, and when she go to the bathroom, you testing her jewelry, to see if this bitch shit is real.
Or she doing yours.
Or she doing yours.
And guess what? It being fake might save you from the lineup.
Yes.
Hey, Water Black, so I want to ask you. So you know the little shopping area?
Wait out, Black.
Waiter Black, okay. You know the shopping area on 3rd Ave in the Bronx?
Yeah.
Where Jimmy Jazz and stuff is at?
Yeah.
So you know how like they got all of those jewelry spots down there? Is that fake?
Most of it. The gold be decent. You might get some 10 karat, right? Some 20 karat gold. You know what I mean? 24 karat gold, 10 karat, but the diamonds and all that, nah, you gotta go to certain people. The Jews and the Russians in New York, that's who you fuck with. We used to have one-armed monk, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? We used to have one-armed monk. But let me not say rest in peace. I'm not sure if the brother's gone, but I know he's not there anymore. You know what I'm saying? I know he's not there at that location anymore. But you got to fuck with real niggas that
what
know
about
what
Marcello?
Who?
Marcello, you know him?
Yeah, I know Marcello.
He good.
I know of Marcello.
Yeah. He good?
Yeah, he's good. Good money.
Yeah,
get
that's
you good prices, clear diamonds. You know what I'm saying? You get that good princess cut, that VVS cut, that light hit that motherfucker. That shit starts sparkling. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only dude I know about for jewelry in New York. That was the only person I was gonna mess with. I haven't yet, so I'm glad you was here so I could ask. Like, he good?
And whoever doing your hair, stick to who do your hair, because you start going. All right, then you start going to these shops, your edges be gone, you be fucked up. You know what I mean? You don't want that.
Hey, the homie in the chat said that Third Ave is a great place to shop for socks, t-shirts, and jeans, but beware of jewelry.
That's right. Anywhere you go in New York, I don't give a fuck who it is. And they got sneakers in the shop with a tattoo shop, and they got weed and they got jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
So what about the Coliseum? One of my things I turned into a routine every time I used to hit New York. I used to have the homies take me to Queens to the Coliseum. It reminded me of like the Slauson swap meet.
Right.
And they had jewelry and shit in there. You still got to be careful in there too, huh?
Nah, the Coliseum was good jewelry. They're not there anymore. You know what I'm saying? Coliseum is over now. That's a wrap. But they always had good jewelry. The only thing with the Coliseum was, remember they used to have those big glass windows.
Yes.
We used to take garbage cans and smash them shits, grab shit and run. You know what I'm saying? Rob customers. So the Coliseum.
So the shit we've been seeing since COVID of the smash and grab, that's old shit. That ain't nothing new out there.
It's old shit, man. That's old shit, man. It ain't that much like that no more. Cause you go like the Fifth Avenue Diamond District, you're not getting away with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to go in there correct. You know what I mean? I don't condone any of this. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about go out and rob nothing.
Of course.
You understand?
Of course
I'm
not.
just saying, but you be all right, Meeka Love. You know what I'm saying? You get in tune with the real lefty lefts out here. You know what I mean? You get in tune with some real good business people, and you're going to be straight. You know what I mean? So I wish you nothing but the luck of the fucking Irish, you are?
Thank you.
And the ancestors and all that.
No questions you got for him, Meeka? Go ahead. I ain't in no hurry.
He sound like DMX. I gotta point that out.
I've been meaning to say that. I hear the DMX.
Sound just like DMX.
That's a piece X. That's a piece X.
Salute.
What are the questions I got?
What you got?
Okay, so I've never been to Brooklyn. Also, so you said you got a studio, right? Or you got a studio? Okay.
Yeah.
I rap. Spider, you heard my rap I put on Instagram?
No, I heard one rap that you sent me that you might have recorded, and I told you that not the flow wasn't right, but remember the subject matter, like leave that alone. That's the only thing I ever heard.
Not that one.
No, I haven't heard it.
Okay.
But
so
you got the voice. Rap. I bet you can do your shit.
Okay. Yeah, it's dope. I did it. I know how to rap, so maybe I could get with you with that.
All right. You good? Are you good? Are you good?
If you want to hear what I got, want to hear it?
Ain't no if when you talking to a New York nigga from Brooklyn. You ask him who he got a studio. These niggas got studios.
All right.
Everywhere.
I do more like, okay, so look, I'm not the sexy red city girl. No, I like to rap about real stuff, like, you know, my experiences, stuff I'm thinking about.
You look like Young Ma's feminine, sexy side.
Say that, like,
her good side. Yeah.
Saying Young Ma's a dope artist. You know what I mean?
But she has an aura of what Young Ma would have if she wasn't studied out. See?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen. Ready? Follow.
Yeah. Do your shit.
Can you hear it? I don't know how to put it in.
I swear I'm a person, I'm a good person. I'm taking precious in me, that it runs certain. I love my mama, it's just I grew up hurting. I got a sister and brother that I've been hurting. It's nothing personal, it's just my mama.
It's getting low. It got real low.
Now?
Hold it to the mic.
So it's great, I should blow it. He fucked me up, let me open. Now my heart is exploding. Find me a river, an ocean. Shake me off this hypnosis. I'm trying hard to take over. Cause I could be the coldest and knock his head off his shoulders. But then where would that leave me? I got some babies that need me. I wanna be on the TV. I'm trying to feel like you see me. But all I do is cry. And how could I? When I don't really wanna sit and die.
What you think?
I'm glad you didn't say my pussy pink, my asshole is this and all that. Salute to you.
Yeah.
I think y'all should see how I performed it. My performance is good too.
Only thing I'm gonna say, you just sound somewhat nervous.
Yeah.
That was my first time.
Yeah, once you get comfortable, you're gonna realize you got potential to open up and be a whole lot of who you like to be.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with, doing that, just that personality that, whatever's within. Because talking like, this is regular, right? We're talking, but when you're performing.
No, hold up, cuz Ever since you said the DMX shit, he done went into character. God damn. You went DMX out. He went DM extra. My nigga went DM extra. Oh, my mama. Go ahead, though. Talk your shit.
But yeah, I dig it. I'm saying I think we could fuck around. I could definitely executive produce some real wicked shit for you on your mentality and your vibe. Okay. You're gonna be 100% safe. Ain't no gonna be anybody trying to get in your pants. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody be trying to take your pocketbook. You know, none of that. You're gonna be with me. Wait out low. Trust me. Wait out black. Yeah, the big homie here. You're gonna be good. Straight up.
Thank you.
All right,
drop your info in the private chat.
All right, I definitely will. Yo, Bay Mac, you know I love you all the time.
Def though, Loco, appreciate you.
East Deal, always. Salute to the chat, salute to the panel, salute to the mods. Support Fighter Loc, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He's a real one, real one. And you got Brooklyn love all fucking day. Anytime you in town, any family member of yours, just family of mine, you heard?
Word up. Send my love to the homies. Embrace the ones that really know.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting with HK the steam of the day. Trust me. Yeah.
Say less. My nigga Cash too. All right. Bet. That's what it do. That was a good guest to slide through when Meeka popped up. Always good. Somebody gonna fall in love with Meeka in NYC. Yeah, you know your value in your stock on the market is at a high. A Cali gal that ain't been around they blocks, that ain't thirsty, that's beautiful, that have other talents. You gotta know your value, sis.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like when for the females that be like, if you're not from New York and you try to date a New York dude, most females, we want a dude that got something that's about something, got a little bit of money or something like that. Y'all, these dudes, the ones that got the money, it's so many people out here. The dudes with the money is living double lives. They already got something for show going, and you probably decide, or you probably just a number two. You know, even if he feels something.
Do you classify that as fair, unfair, or just reality?
Honestly, that's reality. Honestly, but I do feel like in New York, it's just like in LA, you might find you a super soft dude that's like, I don't want to cheat. You know, you got to dig through some stuff, but it's possible. In New York, it ain't possible at all. Even the bum niggas.
You know what I realized, what I've come to realize is in our culture, at least in my personal experience, it's an experience, time, and age thing. I don't know if it's based on the way we was raised and programmed to think player is so cool, and after so much time upon earth, you start realizing what life is about, you naturally realize it, or I think it has something to do, because I think I'm gonna tell you personally, I remember being in kindergarten. I had a girlfriend. When nobody else did, we used to try to hold hands at like story time that young. I knew how to hold hands, tongue kiss, love my girl, write little notes and all that. And right around the time, I won't blame it on this exact shit, but the moment or time in my life where niggas was talking about, well, look, corrupt, gave a fuck about a bitch, I'd always be broke. That shit it seemed like it just fucked off when I saw bad young females singing, it ain't no fun. If that was the hottest shit, it started fucking my head up. Like, if she agreed, it ain't no fun at the homie. I think that shit, that mind frame, I won't blame them in particular, but that mind frame in general fucked up a whole generation.
Because remember back in the day, when my mom and them was growing up, I remember my dad used to be listening to Isley Brothers, all the oldies, and they was talking about loving a woman. They was talking about being what we call a simp, when a woman mad running behind her like, baby, have you seen her?
Bro, watch this. I'm finna send you something my little friend sent me the other day. I'm finna send it to your phone and tell me if this ain't exactly what you talking about. And she just sent me this, trying to get me on this page. Like, I love this. And just look what I'm sending you. And then you tell me if this ain't exactly what you describing.
All right.
You get it yet?
Uh-uh.
I wish I knew how to share the screen and all that. You probably do. You know StreamYard. If this is exactly what you describing and you know how to share the screen, please share it.
I ain't on my phone, so it ain't gonna share from my.
Ain't gonna share it. Okay.
I think I could do it from my laptop though.
I know how to do it. Fuck all that. But no, I want you to look at it though. Look at it. I'm gonna email it to myself, and then BLACBOX Productions. Y'all in here with SPI, AK, VJ Keyway. and Miss Meeka. You already know what it do. It's Eastside Conversation planned because I thought the homegirl Courtney Slaughter was gonna be here, but we just regularly having a West Side weekday wonderful moment. She done relocated to the East Coast. The homie Way to Black came on and gave her a virtual tour guide of some of the things she can expect. I hope they really make their connection on the back channel because there's really good people for you to know on my mama. Very respectful.
Oh, he shot his stuff. Let me put it down. He did.
Yeah, get that together. And now let me see. This email should have went through. No, I still send it. Have you got a chance to look at it yet?
Yeah, I did. You sent it in an email?
No, I'm emailing it to myself so I can try to share my screen. But you've seen it now.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what you was trying to describe?
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Thank you. Now I want the audience to be able to see it without me describing. I hope I don't have to describe it for them so they can see what I mean. And I having daughters in particular, and I want the same thing for my sons, but I happen to have daughters that are grown before my young boys became grown. And just viewing that reality and looking at my mother as a senior citizen that's single and has been single all my life, I want that for them before I want it for me. And I want that for the reality of our people. Because you realize it matters most to the females that you love, for that to be the reality. And if you can come grips with that and stop being selfish, then you start realizing, okay, in this universal thing, I owe some energy towards some shit that I didn't really think was. You got to, if you want to. You feel me? Am I making any kind of sense?
No, you are. But it's definitely a thing for like females, but not. I don't think just for females. I feel like the men that's being loved correctly and properly by their mothers. Because I don't expect a father, because I feel like that's why people need to be raised with two parents. Even if they're not together, they should still be able to co-parent happily and effectively, because when a child has their dad, the dad don't have to teach him to be soft or be loving, because that's naturally a man is supposed to teach him how to do all the other stuff. Not saying that men can't be soft or have a soft spot, but that's where the mother is the one that put that in them. You know what I'm saying? So if a mother is not, if you're not getting kisses and hugs and just skin time when you little with your mom and stuff like that, you get older and you don't know nothing about that. So all you is hard. You don't even know how to channel those.
Or do you end up yearning it from the wrong sources or something of that nature as well, huh?
Or you be an angry person, because when those emotions do come up, you don't even know what to do with them. So you angry and don't know, So,
that's deep.
Yeah, so I just.
Hold on. This is what I was talking about, y'all. Y'all tell me, could this describe what she was describing? If you black in the chat, and you wish this is where we was at, let me see a one, y'all. Put some ones in the chat. Black people, male and female, need to view each other like this once again for us to be in the place that we desire to be. If this makes sense versus what we pushing as a community, one toward another, it's a more desirable energy to have one between the opposite side. Put a one in the chat. This is where we need to be, y'all. Brownie Low, Eastern Deal, I see you gripping. I mean, if I had to think about outside of myself, my mother, my daughters, my aunties, my sisters, I would prefer that for them versus anything else, that we have to offer.
Man, now when men are doing that type of stuff, catering to their women, treat them with the softness that they should be, they get called tricks, simps, and all type of stuff. So I just feel like that's what's tearing us down. So I want to be hugged. I want to be forehead kisses. I want all that.
Right, of course, as you should. And for me, can tell you from a pure standpoint of what my natural desire dictates, as long as the reciprocation is pure and clean, a nigga want to have that shit too. But society done got us fucked up in the head to where we done thought it wasn't cool, and we done missed out on years of enjoying what that can develop. But I think there's also a sense of distrust that came from the female, because even though black men at one point was getting that out the woman, like we just saw out of the clip. I think somewhere along the line, that image that women used to look to and trust became untrustworthy. And it wasn't actually that to a large degree. I don't know what triggered it, what caused it, but I think that led to a breakdown over generations of the black woman being able to look to that image of a man and feel secure that whatever we're going through is just between you and I. If it wasn't true, I was born in the 70s to a married man.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 siblings from my other mother who is still married to my father. Got 2 older brothers and a younger brother, and then there's me. So, and this is my situation is not that abnormal to that time frame. There was something that happened to where all of a sudden, to a large degree, a wife didn't look at that king of a husband as somebody they could trust totally. And the breakdown has now caused it to where you got women looking as feminine and as sexy as you saying, suck my dick, pay if you can't pay my bills, nigga. We come far from that clip. What's your perspective on that?
2 things. I feel like that pimp stuff had a lot to do with that. You know, when dudes start having hoes and dudes didn't want relationships no more. They wanted a hoe. And then everybody thought that was cool. They wanted to be a pimp. They wanted to have hoes. If they did have a girlfriend, that girl had to be paying type of thing. Like, you know, so I kind of feel like the roles were reversed, not just coming from, not because of a woman. I feel like the entire, everything that was going on, the culture switched a little bit, you know, where a man want to be taken care of. A man want the woman to go work and pay bills while he sit on his ass. And the woman, she like, well, shoot, if I'm they was doing it, but if you don't want, if you're not a hoe, or if you feel like you ain't trying to be paying no nigga, then it's like I don't need a man for nothing. Now I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna do it myself. Now, nigga, what can you do for me? Because I'm already fixing stuff in my house. Spider, you already know I'm a single mom, so I moved from Cali.
Some fly babies too. You keep them niggas looking. I love the twins. Yes, on God.
So I moved from Cali, where all my family had, moved to Nevada in Reno, and I didn't have no man in the house. So when I had 4 kids, you know what I'm saying? So when I had to buy what do you call that, bunk beds and stuff, I'm putting that together. When I gotta buy entertainment centers, I'm putting that together. When it's time for me, I bought a 75-inch TV for my house. Guess who put that on the wall? Me and my 11-year-old daughter at the time.
Not with a motherfucking. You didn't buy the separate wall hang thing.
No, okay. So at Walmart they got these things where it's like a little black thing. You just put it on the wall and then you just hook your TV on there.
But did you have to find the studs, or did
you don't need none of that. You just hook it on there.
No, you know you are living on a wing and a prayer right now.
No, it's not up there no more at the time.
But okay,
but for 2 years.
But for those whole 2 years it was done. But I'm gonna tell you, because Alex Alonzo, I just pinned his comment. He said at least 50% of black women want a roughneck. I wanted your perspective on that subject. But I just had a conversation with him about something I've been seeing hanging on the wall. He's a man that knows the importance of finding the studs. And he has an apparatus that survived for a long period of time without finding the studs. But you don't know. You were at the mercy at any day while you were enjoying something, that motherfucker falling down because it was not in a stud. That's one of the main things of hanging something. I want to get off that subject. But Alex said, this is what he said, actually said, at least 50% of black women want to date a roughneck, as MC Light said many years ago. And I want to tell you why he said this. Because he was a teenage roughneck who right at adulthood, manhood, shifted and went what we consider the nerd route. To the majority of people who know him have no idea he was ever a roughneck. He's probably weighing his experience with influence with the women as being on both sides of it. Neighborhood, in here, what's happening? Can you tell me, because I ain't going to even ask you if it's true, because I know it's true. Why? Because I remember as a kid, it wasn't roughneck. It was good girls like bad guys. Mm-hmm. How the fuck do the bad guy become so attractive, even though he's never proven to be successful in the long run in relationships typically?
I feel like it's because, okay, so for women, the guy, the softer guy, I keep saying softer because if you're not in the streets, I automatically just think you soft, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff. And like what they call a roughneck, they feel like those guys could protect them. And a lot of women, they've been through a lot of trauma. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of their traumas, they seem to normalize, and they feel like, oh, this is, and they ain't got no help for it. They ain't talk to no therapist, no nothing. So this is what attracts them. A lot of Black children, we grow up and we feel like a lot of us we go through we grow up in a lot of abuse.
Does it start like from the schoolyard, the boy on the yard as a kid that has that kind of energy? Are y'all attracted to him?
I don't think so. I think because when I was in 3rd grade, I liked the little light-skinned boy with the curly hair, and he had all the J's, but he wasn't. You know, when you a kid, he wasn't no roughneck. He was a regular kid. He was just cute. Now, over time, as I'm growing up, it was like the father figure. You know what I'm saying? The men that were around me. You know, and maybe I saw my dad beat my mama or something, and I thought that was love, or you know what I'm saying. So now I'm growing up, and a lot of our kids. A lot of us as kids, we grow up, and what we saw growing up is normal to us. So if you're not outside gangbanging, if you're not selling no drugs, you can't provide for me because where you get your money from? Oh, I get a 9 to 5. While my daddy sold weed, had the 40s on lock. We talking about my daddy was doing his thing. Like I didn't have to worry for nothing. I had the best of everything. He was crashing BMWs and walking away type of thing. So if you got a 9 to 5, that's not enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, if you ain't choking me out when I say, nigga, shut up, or whatever, if you ain't grabbing me by my neck, you ain't putting me in my place, and my shit don't get wet. You're not turning me on. You know what I'm saying?
You going to hard, girl, cut it out.
I'm just saying, like.
I'm feeling you. Yeah, I'm feeling you, but yeah, because I'm just saying.
So like, and then because I've had really like square dudes they still men because they ain't going for nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that I haven't addressed the trauma inside of me. And I'm not speaking just for me because I addressed mine, so now I could do a little better. You know, I probably ain't all the way corrected, but it's there.
I'm listening to you from a perspective of a father of a 20-year-old daughter, 23-year-old daughter, and then I have 2 15-year-old sons and a 17-year-old son, as well as I have older children that they were already born when I met their mothers. They're my children too, but I'm talking about others. So I'm analyzing what you're saying from the perspective of the young men I tried to raise my boys to be, which is the guy minus the bullshit that a woman could appreciate.
Yeah.
The guy I didn't quite manage to be until further along in life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to go through the whole process of it ain't no fun and the whole don't give a fuck and break the heartbreaker. I'm trying to teach them to be fair with their intentions the whole way. The world is so liberal these days. You can be honest with everybody. Every girl you can meet, you can tell I like to have 3 girlfriends. And before long, you'll have 3 girls that's willing to go with it. So it's no need to lie with nobody. No need to trick nobody. People are doing the weirdest shit and are proud of it these days. So you have to have the confidence of being able to be honest about what you want and then trusting you deserve it and can get that because people are doing everything in between. So that's how I try to lace my boys. Just don't be just honest because once you get really attached, that same issue with dishonesty, same thing make you laugh, nigga. That's the worst thing you can ever experience. Don't care how fly, how slick, how cool you think you are. It's a double-edged sword. So, and then with my daughters, I give up on trying to teach because I did all the teaching beforehand and they still make the adult decisions that they make. And now I have to watch it and only kind of like when I can because they going through grown-up shit like we did. It's just a cold dynamic to have to experience. Did you have any male influence to help you guide throughout the process?
Yeah, because my daddy was in jail a lot. So for me, it was my big cousin John. And
shout out to John.
Yeah, he not a gangbanger, but he grew up with us. So he's grew up in the hood. He just didn't make that hop to put on no gang. So the niggas, he's very street smart. So he watched all of his friends and his cousins and stuff like that. He watched all them do stuff. So I remember when I got of age, because I didn't start thinking about boys till I was like 17 type thing. And
For real?
Yeah, I was a little tomboy. I wasn't thinking about no boys.
I could see that. See that.
And my cousin, he used to tell me, like, look at this person. Don't be like her, Meeka. She a varmint. He didn't call her a rat, he called her a varmint. He used to always tell me, don't do this, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, we're gonna go get some money. He taught me how to get money, like all that type of stuff. So I really appreciate my cousin. Yeah.
He's an older cousin.
Yeah,
he's still in your he's still in your life.
Yeah, he probably
shout out to cousin John. He's still around.
Yeah, he is.
That's right. That's good because I could tell you've been through a story that could be a horror book, or you can talk about the way you feel, and it could be a celebration book. Mm-hmm. You carry whatever trauma you've been through well. So to know that you wasn't just renegade in the world, you had some type of male influence, just helps us accentuate and highlight how important it is. Because what I realized, the resilience, at least of the Black woman, is without the presence of the proper male influence, she will create the male and female right within herself. And I think that's what a lot of us who are qualified solid males are seeing distasteful when we look out into our image of the female that we think should reciprocate the lack of masculinity. Is there because they are not able to find it in a better half, a counterpart, generationally. Mm-hmm. Like my mama has been the only person in her household my whole life. My daddy had a whole nother household, but as far as her experience, mm-hmm. I watched her play every part you could imagine a man and a woman would play. She had to embody both within one. And I think that kind of speaks for a whole lot of our culture and our generation.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of Black women, we are forced to be put in those positions, and then it's jacked up that we get belittled or talked down upon because we have to take on that role. It's not that we want to be hard. It's not that we want to be masculine. It's that that's the position that we've been put in, and now we're in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? So
that's because the source of the issue is not readily recognized, and people respond to what is going on versus as to why it's going on. Mm-hmm. And I think we get caught up in that so often. That's crazy. I don't know why that'll be doing that because ain't nobody really calling me. Hold on. That's an old call. Yeah, from 11:21, 20 minutes ago. It came through on the phone, but now it's just now coming through on the computer. Oh, my mama. It's getting hot in here. Oh, God. I thought we was getting to cooler days around this motherfucker, and then yesterday it just got turned into a scorcher. Was that predicted? You can't hear me?
I can hear you talking about me. We don't have the same.
Oh, that's right. It's hot out here. What's the weather like out there? Is it chilly? I see the sweater. I mean, the shirt.
Right now it's 71 degrees and it's cloudy. It's gray as shit outside, but it's humid as hell. It's hot. I put the sweater on because I was on a business chat earlier, so and I couldn't have my wife beater on, so I threw this on.
I mean, I don't want to be like chauvinistic, but the wife beater works wonders sometimes. Just you gotta know that. Especially if you act like you don't know you got it on. That's the new thing. And when you adjust it and fix it by the strap, it does shit. I'm just saying, keep it a Google. We ain't gonna stretch this out, man. I'm glad we was able to get this in. You know you got a green light to come back. Just realize, we didn't get to know. You told me you about celebrity gossip. We didn't do none of that. So this is a very organic energy that we might be able to explore even into the future. Where did you get Cocktails with Meeka logo that was on the wall? We need to create one for Facts Over Feelings. That's my producer, Alex Alonzo, asking that question on my behalf. He wants to know, where did you get that logo made for the Cocktails with Meeka, because we're trying to get one for our program.
Do he mean like just how I got it big or the actual logo?
No, we can get any graphic we have on big. Anything we want. Okay. We want to know how you got the graphic created.
So one of my supporters just made it for me.
What's that?
Yeah, one of my supporters, they just said, you want to design? I said, yeah, and he made it, and I shouted him out.
Well, look, I'm finna answer this door real quick, so you got do what you want for a minute, talk your shit, let people know they can keep up with you.
Yeah, because I can't see the
fuck. I don't want. I was trying to block my screen so the light won't be.
All right, but anyways, y'all. So I just want to tell y'all. Okay, so in New York, I live in New York, but y'all know my first encounter with a New York dude was in LA, and guess who the New York dude was? No lie, DMX. So let me tell y'all how I met DMX. Right. So this was like when I was like probably. Was it my birthday? I think it was my birthday. I turned 20 something. I was telling them how I met DMX. My first encounter.
I've been here. I've been listening. Go ahead.
Okay. So it was my birthday or something. Me, my sister, my dude at the time, and my cousins. We went out. I forgot, we were somewhere downtown LA, at like a pool. We're shooting pool or something. DMX walk up in the room, and when he come in there, I think he had just got out of jail. It was his sister and his bodyguards.
I know you caught his eye immediately.
Yes, and I don't know how because I didn't even see him come in.
I know how, nigga.
And,
looking like butterscotch with all that black suit here. Shit.
He came in or whatever. I'm sitting there shooting pool, and he was like, my sister like, he own you. He on. I'm like, who? She's like, DMX. I'm like, that is not DMX. She's like, yes, he is.
He little as fuck, huh?
He was taller than me for sure.
No, I'm saying he little as fuck, huh?
Yeah. And then he had like some black diamonds around his neck and stuff. And she was like, he want to talk to you. So his sister came and told me he want to talk to me. So I go over there. And when I go over there, he like, yeah, what's your name? Whoop, whoop. He sound just like, you know, how we say DMX sound. And then guess what he started? He did follow. The nigga, he started whispering in my ear, but guess after he whispered, he started growling like a dog. He was like, yeah, I want to take you home. And then he was like, and I don't lie. I liked it. Mm-hmm.
So tell me this. Did you already have this like affinity or attraction toward the New York flavor before that?
Yes. Remember, I'm grown now. I'm like 20 something.
So you already was on that.
I watched him in Belly.
Oh, yeah.
And then my favorite song was that Rough Rider Anthem. Come on now. Oh, yeah. But I'm just not that girl though. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much status you got. I'm not gonna just go with you because of that. You know what I'm saying?
But you know it's crazy because I'm very familiar. I met DMX, and then I saw what I saw. But outside of that, I've gotten firsthand accounts from a lot of people who know him way better than me, and they have me convinced that. Alex Alonso wants you to know he was born in the Bronx too. So if you need to know anything from way back, he can point you in some shit too. But people told me DMX went through a whole lot. Shout out to Cartoon. Shout out to Cookie, my niggas who know way better than me. He used to really go through large periods of time where he would behave as if he was actually a dog. So I'm not surprised that I'm like times where he would get on his tip, probably get off the shit he probably was fighting with, the demons. And it would be time for him to go onto a show, a big show that he already got the first half on. It's time to take the stage and then get the second half. They would not be able to get him out the room because he's in the 5-star hotel with actual dogs. And he in there with them like he's one of them, on one. And won't come out the room to come function until it's too late. So he has that reputation way behind the scenes. God bless the dead. It's not a secret, but whether you know it or not, I believe you so much that he chose to really turn into a dog in your ear because he has that reputation of really being a motherfucking dog. Go ahead.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but I liked it though. It was cool. I did. I was like, okay.
That's right.
But so like I said, the dude that I was dealing with at the time was there, and I probably should have just went with DMX instead of his dumb butt. But DMX
Forks in the road.
Man, he was like, yeah, you wanna go with me? Woo, woo. So my sister laughing at the dude I was with. She's like, yeah, my sister's about to leave you. DMX about to take her. And then he gonna come tell me, I don't care. You could tell he was tripping, but he was like, I don't care. Just tell me where y'all at. Like he wanted me to line a nigga up. I ain't never been that. You feel me? That ain't never been my energy. So when he said that, I said, no, I'm not going with him. Like, why would you even think that? Like, so I guess that he thought I was gonna go, but I didn't. I passed on it. And that's just a story that I'll forever keep in my heart now because I actually got to experience his energy in real life.
Right. No, I could dig it. I could relate. I feel you.
Yeah.
Because I'm just on that level. So, you ain't out there by yourself being vulnerable. At one time, my uncle Brody, rest in peace, he had a stepdaughter named, what's her name? Tawana. But she was from Chicago, born and raised. But her mama used to go with my uncle. They was heavy in the game. They both was hellified dope fiends. My uncle was on heroin, rest in peace. But his girl, she was on crack, heavy. Rosa. And all my life I've known her as my uncle, crackhead girl, Rosa. And then she got clean though, baptized in life, years. Not no, fall back. Well, she did it for years. She changed her life. Shout out to Rosa. Love you, baby. I remember at one point, Tawana, her daughter, cuz she used to always tell her she grew up with Lisa Ray. Oh, yeah, that's my homegirl. That's my homegirl. I remember her preparing to be in Lisa Ray wedding at times. But quite a few times she would say, oh, I'm finna be here with her or that. And it didn't happen. So it got to the point where we'd be like, man, you bullshit. You don't really know Lisa Ray. And she stayed in Gardena.
She had like a nice little house on Gardena. And then I remember one time she had like a function at her house. And it was said that Lisa Ray was going to come. I remember coming. It's like a regular family function without Lisa Ray being there.
Yeah.
But she popped up this day. So I couldn't believe it. Like, this bitch really know Lisa Ray. Like, this like 20 years ago. So Lisa Ray was like, she's still sexy as fuck, but she was like 20 years ago still sexy.
She was Players Club sexy, like.
What? Yeah. She was still just getting to the, right at the tip of her cougar shit. She was smooth. So, and I'm still like a young nigga, like, I ain't know nobody. I ain't know nobody famous, I don't think, at this time of my life. I'm just a regular nigga. So I think I had just met Suge either right before or after this. So I just remember this experience. We had a whole barbecue, cuz, and the only person Lisa Ray really know at the barbecue is Tawana. Feel me? So the whole family in the backyard, they in the house, they in the front yard. But Tawana and Lisa Ray is on the front porch. They had one of them, like, the white people swings in the country that you have on your front porch. They was on one of them. On the set, they was sitting on one of them, like ladies just catching up on old times. I had a fit to read me. I remember I found myself sitting in front of them, drinking while everybody coming, greeting me, what up, woo, whole family. But I'm watching them have their conversation. This is my
basement.
What? Cause I've been on her just virtually, like, well, I can't believe she's right here. So on the set, she had on some sandals. And she got her legs crossed right in front of me with her feet just bouncing. Like, I didn't. First thing I did, I just grabbed her foot and just like rubbed that motherfucker one time, like real like on the set. I did it once, and then Tawana, the one who invited her, my middle name is Norvell, but everybody call me Norvell. She's like, Norvell, you better stop. Lisa Ray was like, girl, leave him alone. And then I swear to God, next thing I know, cuz I had both of her feet in my lap, giving them one of them. I was off my tweenie, I was giving them one of them most sensual. I got to get the heel, the curvature, the whole.
Oh my God.
I was like this. My God. So your experience, whatever, I can relate. That's all. You ain't out there by yourself. It was. Shout out to Lisa Ray. One of the images of sensual sexuality that black boys grew up appreciating. And I had my opportunity without being perverted or extra out to just get close to that. And she reciprocated the energy to some degree. It was just a dream come true. My mama, and she had some pretty ass feet.
She said, girl, leave him alone.
She said, leave him alone. That was like a green light because I knew I was doing too much, taking my little chance. They having a conversation and they was catching up on shit like, Tawana was asking her, like, girl, what happened to the little boy that played basketball that you told me about? And Lisa Ray was like, girl, he don't make enough money. And I swear to God, in my mind, I'm thinking like, man, this bitch on extras. And then years later, she married the King Prince nigga. I'm like, she wasn't bullshitting because the nigga that whoever he was talking about was a nigga that got some chipper, but he wasn't. And she was like, yeah, man, but whatever. But just salute to the whole, you feel me? On my mama. Yeah.
That's what's up. But
and I know I appreciated how beautiful her feet was. And just recently, I saw an ad on her selling feet cream. So I know, and this years later, the motherfucker's still gorgeous. I need to get up out of here, Meeka. Go on, tell him something so we get up out of here. We gonna get back at it again.
I was gonna say, so I rebranded. I changed my YouTube channel name to The Nosy Neighbors. So you know what I'm saying? Come to the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And talk about what we're gonna talk about whenever we talk about it. So make sure y'all look me up, The Nosy Neighbors. I'm changing it because my YouTube channel now is called The Meeka Love Show. So make sure y'all look up The Meeka Love Show, add it, subscribe, because I'm bringing y'all content from New York for all my West Coast ass niggas and bitches. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
LA to NY connection. Appreciate you. You already know this is your home away from home. So if it's something you want to get off over here that you don't want to get off anywhere else, just tap me on the shoulder. Other than that, I'm going to be tapping you on your shoulder. Just don't do this. You see how I respond and react. Don't act funny. I reach out. It's the same. I don't, you know what I'm talking about? Much love, Meeka. Appreciate you.
All right. Deuces, y'all.
All right. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. Another Black Box production session in the can. SPI, VJ Keyway. I am the man. And if you don't over and understand, eventually you will. Well, at least that's the plan. I'm going to get up out of here. Much love to all y'all, even the haters. We got love for the haters. I'm trying to
shift the process of distributed energy. We're sending love everywhere. I finally realized, like, spread love, that's the Brooklyn way. No matter what, we spread love. We got love for all. Because we are taught to understand that even with the creator of the universe, if you raised like me, we're supposed to believe that even hell, fire, and the destruction of all for eternity, and even some believe that there's going to be pain and torture throughout eternity, not just you're forever gone, but you're going to experience this pain and displeasure and torture throughout eternity. We are taught to also believe that that within itself is an act of love. That's crazy. Oh, my mama, dude.
Like Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
I'm here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My name is Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.